Radio. Hear the difference.
Now the news. I'm Shane Bigham. Official data shows that China's foreign trade of goods expanded 9.5% to over 34 trillion yuan, or more than $4.7 trillion during the first 10 months of this year. Exports rose 13%, while imports increased 5.2% from a year ago. The General Administration of Customs released the figures on Monday. China's released a white paper outlining the country's progress in cyberspace and its future development plans. Officials presented the white paper titled Jointly Building a Community with a Shared Future in Cyberspace in Beijing. The paper says the value of China's digital economy had reached 45.5 trillion yuan by 2021, accounting for nearly 40% of its GDP. The white paper says the country's digital transformation of agriculture is making steady progress. China's applied 5G, the Internet of Things, big data, and AI in agricultural production and management. China's also been promoting exchanges in cyberspace culture with other countries and helping to improve access to affordable broadband in developing countries. Zheng Chunying has details.
The white paper introduces China's vision of Internet development and governance, which is building a community with a shared future. And according to the officials, that vision should be based on multilateral and multi-party participation and consultation. The white paper also highlights China's achievements over the past few years when it comes to benefiting its people economically. It says by 2021, the value of the digital economy had reached 45.5 trillion yuan, accounting for nearly 40% of GDP and becoming a major growth engine. The paper praises the progress in China's digital technological innovation and application. As part of its efforts to implement the UN 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development, China has promoted the Internet application in education, medical services, poverty alleviation, and also other public services as well. Well, the paper also highlights the efforts in improving China's cyber law system.
Delegates to the COP27 UN Climate Summit have agreed to begin discussions on a funding plan to help climate-hit countries cope with soaring losses. This is the first time the summit's formally listed so-called loss and damage compensation on the agenda since climate talks began decades ago. Negotiators seek to reach a conclusive decision no later than 2024. This comes amid sustained pressure from small island states and other vulnerable countries. COP27 President Sameh Shoukry says an agreement on compensation discussions will be significant.
I particularly welcome the agreement of the parties to include a new agenda item on funding arrangements to respond to loss and damage. This creates, for the first time, an institutionally stable space on the formal agenda of the COP and the Paris Agreement to discuss the pressing issue of funding arrangements needed to deal with existing gaps in responding to loss and damage.
Representatives from nearly 200 countries and regions are attending this year's COP27 conference, which opened on Sunday in the Egyptian resort city of Sharm el-Sheikh. The conference will run for 2 weeks. The annual China International Import Expo has become a top choice for many world-famous brands and industry giants to launch their latest products globally. Many enterprises participating in the 5th CIIE are unveiling their most cutting-edge products and services. Li Wei is director of the China Media Group live broadcast program that showcases all the new products at the expo.
A highlight of this year's CIIE new products collection is, first of all, energy saving and carbon emission reduction. Many enterprises have brought their new products to the event, which can play a role in helping China achieve carbon peak and carbon neutrality.
More than 2,000 exhibitors are attending the 5th edition of the CIIE in Shanghai. The 18th Chinese American Film Festival and the Chinese American Television Festival are underway in Los Angeles. They aim to promote exchanges and cooperation between the film and television industries of China and the United States. Edith Tianshan has more.
Creators of Chinese film and television have gathered in Los Angeles to celebrate the most successful productions of the year. Some industry leaders in Hollywood say they're noticing a positive trend in Chinese filmmaking. The festival will continue for 3 weeks, featuring nearly 400 films and TV shows in several theaters across Los Angeles, and many are pushing a social cause.
And that's the news. I'm Shane Bigham.